Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for the Greyville race being Saturday, the 7th of May. This is a big day at Greyville and the start of the big season with a 9-race program. 8 of the races are main races, but then the 9th race, which is race 10, is a dash. That should be interesting. But we kick off at 10 to 12. Excuse me. Maiden Juvenile Plate, 1,000 meters. And I'm going with one, Vasilikos. I think he's the right horse. I think he's absolutely ready for the race. And drawn one's going to make a big difference because we've got 24 pentometer, good to soft, 8-meter false rail. That's going to give the horses that are well drawn a big opportunity to get away from them if they're well placed turning for home. So I make Vasilikos the right horse. Eddie the Mover is ahead of the speed rating and got to have a big chance. Gareth Wright gets a chance on this horse. Interesting jockey booking. 6 Enid's Girl, Paul Lafferty. Well, congratulations to Laff on his book signing yesterday. Play the Laff. Remember, if you haven't got a copy, you can get it from him directly and he'll sign it for you. So go and get his book. It will be great fun to read. Race 2, Maiden Plate, 1,200 meters, and the favourite is the Johannesburg visitor, number 5, Expeditioner, Richard Fourie for Candice Dawson. Lots of good form to recommend and should be hard to beat, but I like Greyville, number 3. I think he's each way better the race. He's well drawn at 3. Warren Kennedy rides him. They've taken the blinkers off him. The blinkers did nothing for this horse. I thought they might improve him. He ran a very good race behind Mr. Maloney, and then his next start was disgusting. Anyway, so he's got to have some sort of chance. Look for the horse that put the blinkers on. That's number 9, Duke of Africa. That might improve quite a lot. Not a bad first run. Look for improvement come the turf. She's a Kind of Magic, has run some good races, and Gavin Larena jumps aboard it. That's number 10. And Geronimo's got some form. Race 3. This is the Maiden Plate. They go 2,300 meters. Well, I've never ever heard of a 2,300 meter race anywhere, ever. But KwaZulu-Natal, they've got a way of doing things. And number 4, Color Coded, looks like the right horse from the Candice Dawson yard. They might just follow up with a quick double. Warren Kennedy gets aboard it. And with the 3.5 kilo claim for the 3-year-old and the fillies allowance, should be too good for this field. The Green Gallant's got form from the Frank Robinson stable. Look for improvement from this one. Giants Castle and Blazing Light both look better on the poly. And Color Master might be the big improve with Gavin Larena, number 7. Race 4, this is the Drill Hall, and what a race this is. I'm going with number 1, Captain Fontaine. I think he's a big price, this horse, Paul Peters runner. The stable is in red-hot form. Warren Kennedy rides him, and I think the draw might make the difference because all the dangers are drawn wide. 10 Seeking the Stars, holds 11 Linebacker, and Anton Marcus is on Seeking the Stars. He's a pacey horse. He likes to race up there, so Marcus will probably try and alleviate the draw by getting him up there. 7 Silver Operator, distance 8 runs, 4 wins, 2 places. That's another Vaughan Marshall inmate, as is Linebacker, also a Vaughan Marshall runner, and all 3 of them look like to have lively chances here. But let's look at 13 Good Traveller. He got very good form. He won extremely well last time, and this horse is a very good horse, as he's shown. And 14 Jet Dark is the best horse in the race, so he goes into all the play. Race 5, Fillies Guineas, grade 2, 1,600 meters. I can only see 2 horses here, Supreme Quest and Under Your Spell. There's little between the 2, and they've drawn 2 and 3, and I think they will fight it out. What are the rest? Well, Kayleen and Silver Darling might have chances, but I'm going 2 and 3 only. Race 6, the Guineas, 1,600 meters, and can you imagine that the Guineas used to be the SA Guineas would now be a grade 2. Goodness gracious, it's disgraceful. 1,600 meters, Cosmic Highway is my top choice. I think he's very good, this horse. Got good form. He runs on from impossible positions. If he gets away and gets into the box seat, he won't be beaten in this race, I wouldn't have thought. 6 Zapatilis has got form. And then you look at other Raiders. Out of the Darkness might be a horse that have a little touch on before the race for the July. This horse will be better over the 2,000 meters, and I think that he might be the big improver in the race. He's only got a very, very small profile, 7 runs, 3 wins, 3 places. He could be a big runner in the July if he goes and runs well here. Pomp and Power got exceptional form, but I think it's a bit sharp for him. And then Double Superlative, drawn 14 out of 14. That's not going to help his cause at all, even with Anton Marcus aboard him. Race 7, merit-rated fillies and mares, handicap over 1,400 meters. I'll make it a 2-cornered contest. I'm going 5 Bold Act. Mike the Cox runner, they put the blinkers on it, and if that improves her, she'll go in to the number 1 box here. The big dangers, number 6 Love Bomb, come tumbling down in the merit rating, looks well handicapped now, getting 1.5 kilos from Bold Act, and should go well. And then Chanty Lane, Juliet Tango, both got some sort of chance. With the find of the race, number 3, Another Love. Put it into your play. Race 8, this is 1,600 meters, fillies and mares handicap. So you've got a 1,400 fillies and mares handicap and a 1,600 fillies and mares handicap running after each other. Well, Trump My Queen might be the best horse in the race. The blinkers are off her. Warren Kennedy rides her for Gareth Wenzel. If she's right, she should be able to win this. 4 Hot Strike, very good form. Mark Dixon, Keegan DeMello, when they team up, have a close look at them. All a bit naughty, got a last run, and look for big improvement, the other Gareth Wenzel runner. And then Also Squishy. This filly's been disappointing, but she might be better than rated, so it's worth throwing into all your play. And the other one that I think's got to go in here is Aramandi. Richard Fourie rides us for the Barden-Norse Kennedy team, and it will be interesting to see how Aramandi goes. Then you have the Durban Dash, which is fitting in as race 4. It's actually race 10. So I don't know what happened to race 9. That was in between. Anyway, not race 9. Race 10 is the Durban Dash. I'm going the 2 best horses in the race. I think they'll find it out. Prince Kresha put the blinkers back on him to try and give him the pace, but he gets a bad jockey. In Zuma, these 400-meter dashes, you've got to be quick away from the pens. And Muzieni, the best out the pens. Irish Bell might easily be a runner, but Sing for Rafa should be good enough to be able to put this lot to bed, and seems like a good price at 2 to 1. So that's the way I'm going, but all in all, a very, very interesting day's racing at Greyville, and should be most profitable if it all falls into place. From me, James Goodman, and the whole Interbet team, you have a great day's racing, and remember, bet on Interbet, you bet straight into the tote.